Are officially live now that we had to work through some technical issues, but here we are once again back to Faded Seattle Files, Dresden Files RPG game. Thank you for watching Party Wipe Games. I don't have any sponsorship announcements, but hello, hi, how are you? Let's go ahead and do just a quick refresher of who we are, who we're playing, and then I will pass it over to our storyteller to kick it off officially. I am Rendis. I will be playing Alexandrite Avaricia Wraith. She is a White Court virgin, and she is probably the worst person here. So that's great. Popcorn over to Shay.
Hello, everybody. Whoa.
We are getting double feedback again.
It was gone.
It's still on Brian. Switch to push to talk, my dude.
Yes, test. Awesome. Hello, everybody. I'm Shay, or Shay the Fae on Twitch. And I am playing today Maeve, the Changeling. Popcorn over to Chris.
Hello, I am Chris. I will be playing Richard Weber, a surprisingly normal dude if you don't include the fact that he's haunted by a spirit who may or may not just be wearing the vision, the visage of his no longer existent brother. Also, he can see the past if he touches objects. So, there's that. And I will pass it over to Sharptooth.
Hello, this is Sharptooth or Brian. I am going to be playing Justin Thought. He is a focus practitioner. Should be good. Let me pass it over to Jugler.
Hey everybody, I am Douglas93 here on Twitter, Twitch, and I haven't actually touched Mastodon in a while, so I'm not going to mention that. So I just did. I am playing Derek Williams, the future-seeing law student. And I will pass it on to our wonderful storyteller tonight.
I am Samara Sylvan. I am playing pretty much everyone else. With the exception of my occasional husband, who will occasionally visit us. Right now, he is not here today. And we should be ready to go. I did just post a post in Roll20 for my players. It says what levels get how many stress boxes. If someone can please verify that you see that.
Yes, I do.
Thank you kindly.
So the girls and Justin got fate points at the end of the session. And to recap, Jessica, who was one of the sorority ladies, has taken some stuff and gone back home to talk to people. You guys are all surrounded or hanging out at Justin's guest house. And we're at a point now where you guys get to determine what you want to do while you wait for Jessica. She did not give you guys any kind of ETA on when she'll reach out.
Is there any lead we haven't followed up on?
Tracking?
Keep in mind, you guys have also done a full day's worth of stuff. So it is also not unreasonable for your next step to be to go back to your dorms for the day.
True.
Like, that sounds like a good idea. I do suggest we sleep in shifts. I know that sucks, but it came after us here, so the person might be watching us, for all we know.
I mean,
couldn't
we
actually
are
get in,
close.
did it?
at least slightly protected being in here. We should be pretty good. So we
That
should be able
is-
to pull, I trust.
Would it look weird for us all to be out of dorms? Like, isn't there like check or something? I don't know.
There's typically some sort of curfew, but you're also college kids and
Sure.
adults, so
True. I mean,
also,
we could bunker down
you're all
here.
freshmen. So how much do you actually know about the requirements of being in a dorm?
I'm Canadian, so
Is that a scholarship or a lore?
I think that would be scholarship.
Yeah,
think that would
probably
be scholarship.
scholarship or rapport, maybe, because you're knowing whether or not something's proper. I'd let you argue.
Rapport then.
I'm going to roll any of those because they're exactly the same.
yeah, same.
Okay.
Zero to
God,
one.
two.
So we've got a 0, a 0, a 2, a 1, and a 3.
Yep.
So I'll say anyone who got a 2 or higher, you are red enough to know. Realistically, the worst that happens is you get a text from your RA going, "Why aren't you in your dorm?" And you go, "Sorry, I'm at a thing."
Yeah,
So, yeah.
pretty sure we're good.
Lost connection.
What?
I
With
lost
who?
connection.
Okay, at what point? What was the last thing you heard?
When you started to make your explanation after the
Oh.
rolls. I heard anybody
So-
with 2 or better, and then it cut out.
Anyone with 2 or better would basically understand that the worst case scenario is your RA is gonna, which is like your prefect, right? Is gonna text you and go, "Why aren't you in your room?" So if you want to be cautious, you can text your RA, who you would have their number, to say, "Hey, I'm not gonna be home," basically. So you can either choose to not tell your RA, which worst case scenario you might get a text going, "Where are you? Why aren't you in your room after curfew?" Or you can text your RA, in which case you either will not get an answer or you'll get an okay.
First order of business for Alexandra, and we're getting double feedback again. She would absolutely turn her nose up at the suggestion of staying here because I'm not even sure what kind of thread count your sheets are to begin with. 2, these aren't my things, and 3, the rumors people might start spreading if 2 beautiful young women like myself and Maeve would have to suffer for staying with you gentlemen. I just couldn't bear to think of the rumors. It would be terrible.
I would like to actually do something. I would actually like to try to convince her to stay instead of fucking off on her own.
Okay.
With or without. I would like to also invoke my high concept of tangled in its web, because right now we're in a situation where something is actively hunting us, and I feel like I've been in similar situations before. Would that be all right?
Okay. So
Like
you're
use
going
conviction.
to roll.
Or would you-
Let's see.
Are you like doing magic?
Is this
No.
no. against someone
I think
or towards someone?
He's trying to convince me, so I think we're doing some social combat.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, we are.
So I will have let me see here. Endurance, intimidation, investigation.
Also, like to
Oh.
add "Now I Shine" if okay, because part of my reason for doing this is the fucking
No.
vision I had. Okay,
You are not doing
fair
it from
enough.
out now. You shine, you get one. So
Okay,
you're
fair
gonna
enough.
roll presence because you're trying to command them. Even if it's a soft command or a friendly command, it's still a command.
Absolutely.
And Alexandrite, you can roll empathy, you can roll conviction.
Can I roll deceit and invoke fake it till you make it? Because they may have been attacked and feel they're in danger, but when the undead creature attacked the group, Alexandrite was not present in the room. So while she may be aware of it, she has not actually been in any danger. So I feel like even if she feels the need to stay, she might still lie and sneak off anyways, because
I
she
love
does
it.
not feel beholden to staying here for anyone's sake but her own.
That's fantastic.
It is. I'm pretty sure you have this.
I
got a
think
negative
that's
1.
fine. And you said fake it till you make it. So you're basically using your deceit to convince them of your confidence and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's fine. So
And
go ahead and
that's
you
plus
can,
2, right?
Yeah,
Or
you both get the
maybe-
+2.
Oh, okay. So I got a 0. I thought it was only +1. My mistake.
Dice be damned. This will probably be when it decides to roll negatives, even with a bonus.
Now I do want you guys to
6.
also
Oh, that looks
Yeah,
good right
actually,
there.
Yeah,
have that conversation, please.
absolutely. So I got a negative. I look at her, the last little like haunting look in my eyes. My hands actually literally trembling. I reach. I stop from touching her shoulder. Don't be stupid. We're being hunted. Don't go off on your own. Okay, please.
And Alexandrite will kind of glance at the hand first that almost touched her, and then just kind of does the like anime girl hand covering mouth as she kind of ho ho ho, and she says, "Rest assured that while you all may have been attacked by something, I'm not convinced that it's targeting myself or Maeve. It's only been you gentlemen that have seemed to invoke the ire of something. I don't think that staying here puts us in any more safety than it would in our dorms, where we were perfectly fine. Plus, at my dorms, I have my things, and I can continue working on my brand, and I can't really do any of that here. I'm not so convinced that this is the best option for me."
Don't worry. She's
I
got
mean, if
looking after
you
her.
stay, I can always make breakfast and coffee in the morning.
Oh, doesn't that sound quaint?
You had the coffee. It's really good coffee.
It was good coffee.
And Mauve, you were gonna say something?
Just said, don't worry, she'll have me.
Yes, worst case scenario, I can put Maeve between any danger and myself. And that is exactly how she worded that.
Yeah.
I can't and won't force you to stay, but you could be making the last mistake of your life. It's that serious. I saw her die. I felt her.
Well, I suppose I should pose the question to you then. Have you seen either of us die?
There's gonna raise a hand. Like, I saw Maeve get kidnapped, but we circumvented that. Remember
Oh, well then I guess we have nothing to worry about.
the one time?
If you haven't seen us die and we were able to change our fate, then I feel like we're 0 for 2 then.
If you could change your fate, would you?
Would you? Yeah, no, she doesn't do a bad Brave impression.
Maeve does.
Fine.
I feel like I was over, yes.
Like I said, I can't stop you. Okay, whatever.
I mean, do we all just want to go then?
You all are free to do as you please.
It would be safer to be in a larger group.
Chris,
Yes?
would you like a fate point?
I would love a fate point right now. What
Okay.
do I need to do?
Just, your brother is just leaning against the wall. You know, if I was trying to capture a bunch of people, or I had any control over your friend's visions, I'd also be making sure your friend either gets crippled by the vision of both of them dying because it'd be funny, or
It'd be hilarious.
I'd make sure he can't see anything so that, you know, they don't get a warning, given that you guys were spied on.
On that note, Maeve was actually looking to Derek and says, "Wait, Derek,
Yep.
pretty sure you're the one who sees the future, so if you see anything, give me a call."
Wait. You know my brother's spirit? He put up a good point.
Oh yeah,
we
you
were
mentioned something,
spi-
didn't you?
Is the
He
brother spirit
just-
in the room with us right now?
He's always in the room. Always.
That's a little creepy.
Yeah, it must be something's awkward.
You have
Especially
no
when you're in
idea.
the shower.
Chris,
You have-
your brother does bunny ears behind Alexandrite.
Hey, how dangerous is it to use the site?
You guys are in a semi-safe area, so if you use the site right now, one, this is a modern build that is Brian's home. So Brian has not done anything too extravagant to cause an issue with that. You know that the books have magic, like writing and stuff like that, because they've been
They're
used for
currently
magic.
now locked away.
Right. So, and the other question is, you would see your group. But you will not just see your group, you will see your group for who and what they truly are. And you will never forget it. So, out of all of the times you guys have asked if using the site's okay, this is the safest.
Let's do it.
Anyway, I just want to mention what my brother just said. We were spied on, and if they're strong enough, they can block visions. In which case, you won't have that warning.
Speaking of visions, and I would like to use the site.
Okay. So, please explain to me where you are looking.
He mentioned his brother, so I'm kind of like looking back behind him over his shoulder.
Okay, so looking behind his shoulder, the brother is not there, but you do see him. What you see is you see a young man with almost like a shadow that's missing. But you feel where that shadow that's missing is behind Alexandrite. Like, you, if you've ever heard of I think it's synesthesia, where you can see sound, it's kind of like that kind of feeling of you're seeing the absence and the connection of something else. You also see with Richard what looks like he's, his young self. He's a young man. He's got magic. He's got these almost like orbs of magic around his mind. But he's also draped in like spider webbing. It's almost like both a binding and an armor, the way it's draped on him.
So, why is your shadow in?
Knowing the site, because you are somewhat trained by your parents, you know that what you're seeing is less real and more a manifestation of his soul, his power, and his experiences.
Okay.
So, when I'm saying that his shadow is gone, he's already said that his brother was removed. You can piece together that that's likely the physical manifestation of his brother being pulled out of reality.
Yeah.
I look to Alexandrite and say, "Oh shit, he wasn't lying."
So when you look at Alexandrite,
I forgot to turn it off.
You see Alexandrite. You see this glistening gold and silver and pearlescent skin. You see this beautiful goddess-like creature that's just hungry for lust, hungry for materials. Her movements are